Woo! I am back now, and we're really gonna go ahead and get started with this a new episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show, or to be more specifically speaking, hey, this is gonna be the third episode of the series that I've started in this podcast called My Motivational Rant Series, and I really do believe you guys gonna like this. But first of all, I just want to go ahead and welcome you guys to this podcast channel on my YouTube. It's called the Hustle Factory Podcast Show, and I started doing this like 2 years ago, and now I want to try to grow my podcast through YouTube. So now that's why you guys can see me now. I'm actually speaking now through a video instead of repurposing my content through audio to the video, like what you guys been seeing there, and so on. So now here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I know for the past 2 months I haven't been uploading consistent content lately on this podcast channel. Like 2 months ago, I wasn't able to upload properly. Well, there's a really good explanation for that. Okay, first of all, I don't really have the greatest equipment in the world, and I really tried the best of my ability to upload content because I know, and I mean I know very well, I may not see it, but I know there are people out there. They just need a little bit of empowerment, just need a little bit of push to get on, to get some hustle down, to get something done on their passion and so on. Like I truly believe that. And even though I don't see that, I know they're somewhere out there. They just need a little bit of push and empowerment and so on. So, anyways, guys, in today's episode, I really want to talk about something really important that I've been meaning to touch up since I started this podcast like 2 years ago. Okay, I just feel like I have no clue how to touch on, but now when I like really stop and think about it, I finally have an idea what to say. And then before we go ahead and start on this episode again, I'm sorry guys. Like if I'm feeling all like I'm kind of like bullshitting this, or I feel like I'm draft rafting this and everything. It's just because this is the first time I'm doing an actual YouTube video rather than repurposing my content and all that. But so please understand this is the first time. And also, like I said, you can see there's so many more things what's going on with me, but I'll go ahead and talk more about that and so on. But anyways, in this series called My Motivational Rant Series, it's usually a three segment part of this series. I'll talk about first the nature of that rant or my own rant, and then secondly, I also talk about like what triggers them to do such a thing. Like a little bit more details about my rant, and then finally, it's gonna be basically my final thoughts. And during that segment, I usually briefly talk about my final thoughts about that rant and my solution to you guys, how you guys can improve betterment of your life and so on. So before I get onto the nature of the rant, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, so that way we can start popping in the SEO. We can start popping in Google searches and all. Like every time someone likes, subscribe, and even press the notification bell, the whole Google algorithm is that works and so on. I'm a total noob when it comes to YouTube. So if you're a YouTuber and you're watching this, please comment down below and do tell me more how I can further grow my channel and all that. But you know what? I'm still learning and so on. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship, ladies and gentlemen. We just keep learning and learning, and you never stop. Anyways, enough of all this rambling. So make sure go ahead and hit that notification bell icon, so that way you don't miss any new episodes that I upload here on YouTube. So, what is the nature of this rant? Well, it's really simple, ladies and gentlemen. To put it simply, I know for the past couple of months, we've been having this whole coronavirus, COVID-19 outbreak and so on, and which results to closing down all the schools, all the business, like pretty much all around the world. It's not just this country in the U.S. So, anyways, what I really want to touch on is I know around this time, students are actually starting to graduate now. Whether you're in high school or you're in college or whatever, and it just happens. This whole coronavirus, it just happened in a very bad timing where high school and college students are graduating and they're finishing up their studies, especially for college students out there. And I know there's a lot of students out there, they're figuring out, or they're trying to figure it out, or they're trying to know their options as soon as they graduate from that school, you know. And listen, I can totally understand where you guys are coming from. Like sometimes we have no clue what the hell we're gonna do, and sometimes we have no clue and so on. But you know what? Not to worry, guys. Like I said, I really want to do a full in depth in this, and I think I'm gonna do another one as soon as I somehow figure out another reason why people are so stuck up with this whole, like, we gotta have options. You gotta have a plan A, plan B. Look, I understand the whole plan A, plan B, plan C, all the way into the alphabet. Okay, I get it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because you know what? I've been there and I've been through there. So, anyways, now let's get on to the second part, which is I want to talk about more why students feel this way the majority of the time, and what actually triggers them. Well, to put it simply, the only reason why they're thinking this way, it's not really their fault, to be honest. Well, sometimes it could be, but you know what? Who knows? But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I can guarantee you 100%, or should I say, yeah, you know what? 100%, 100% of the time, the only reason why they're thinking this so much about their options, or figuring things out, what to do after college or after high school and all that, is because of their own parents. All right, their parents are just so, I don't know, they're just so fucking insecure as hell, and I don't understand why you gotta be so insecure about your own children, you know? And look, like, honestly, and it's because of that, the insecurity of the parents is causing their own children starting to overthinking and thinking like, oh my gosh, like what if I do this? I might upset my parents doing this and so on. You know, I don't understand it. Like, stop that. You know, like, the only reason why parents are having so much insecurity about their own children is because, you know, their so-called buddies, or their so-called co-workers and all that, they start talking shit to their kids that, oh, did you hear that your kid want to start doing this, or did you hear that my son is in this school now, he's a doctor now, yada yada, all that nonsense. Did you hear that my daughter is working for this office? Like, who gives a fuck? Okay, like, seriously, who really cares? Who really cares? All right. And honestly, the amount of the insecurity of the parents have these days, especially this year, 2020, it's just mind blowing. All right, it's just so messed up. And by the way, guys, as you guys can tell, this is not scripted, so I'm pretty much rambling everything as much as I can say. That's because I want to start learning how to use something like this, you know, old fashioned, like a notebook, like a bullet point notes or script. I can't really say it's a script because I didn't say the exact same thing of that. But the point is, it's like a bullet point. So as far as I know, I think we're almost done with this episode, guys. I didn't realize it's gonna be this short. Like, holy shit, I didn't even realize that. I mean, like I said, I kind of planned it, but I didn't really like planned it thoroughly, all the way to the next level. So, anyways, here's the thing. I want to go ahead and start wrapping up this episode with this. All right. I want to start wrapping up this episode by saying two important tips to both to the students out there and to all the parents. All right. So I'll start with my very own advice to all the students out there. Whether you're in high school or you're in college, who cares? All right. So the first thing is, students, please stop overthinking. Just stop it. Just stop it. If you wanna go to college, then hey, go to college. Simple. You know. And then if you don't want to go to college, that's cool. Do what you want. You know, because as soon as you say something that see, the problem is that when a kid, or when a child, or when our student say something particularly wrong that a parent did not like, they're gonna be even more insecure. They're gonna start saying, what, how come you don't want to do this? I thought you've always want to do this. you know, and that's false, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because that person never wanted to do whatever their parent told them to do. I mean, like I said before, I mean, what if they want to do something else that they're really passionate about? I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you an example. I know someone. He's in. I believe he's just graduating from college and all that, and he actually goes to University of Central Florida, and he told me that he's about to graduate this year. I believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's about this year, and he's been asking for my tips and so on. Like, what should I do? I tell, first of all, you should not be asking me for any tips. What you do. I'm not you. All right. Secondly, the only one who the only one who can figure that shit out is you. All right. I'm not the one who's living up your life. So whatever you want to do in life, you gotta go ahead and go go on for that. Okay. Nobody's forcing you and so on and such things. I mean, unless your parents do so. So, anyways, this friend of mine, he tells me he wanted to be he want to continue pursuing his college degree on medicine, so that way his parents will start leaving him alone, because the fact that he's not doing what his parents thought that he was supposed to be doing in the first place. Like I said before, insecurity. I don't understand. And what he did tell me, he actually told me he actually want to be a personal trainer. He wanna he wants to become a personal trainer. He wants to start like his own personal trainer business and all that. As a matter of fact, he even wants to go ahead and start his own YouTube channel about fitness. Like big fitness YouTuber names like Scott Herman. And by the way, great dude. Like, I watch his content all the time. Athlete X and so many more. He want to start doing that, and he also want to start his own gym eventually. That's basically one of his goals. But there are times that he get discouraged because his parents, well, they're not exactly the greatest encouragement in the world. Okay, it's like they just keep saying some dumb shit that, like, don't do that. It's not real. It's not realistically. Don't do that. It's dumb shit. It's a waste of time. I didn't pay for the college for you to lift weights and all that. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Like I said, and that just goes on to my first step is, just stop overthinking. Just stop overthinking. Stop thinking about what other people think of you, and especially stop thinking about what your parents might react. Just get onto it, start executing it, and just fucking do it. Plain simple. You know. And then my second tip to all the students out there, please, please, always listen to your own instinct, to your gut feeling. Because I can tell you right now, the majority of the time that your gut feeling will tell you exactly what's gonna happen. So let's say out of nowhere, this kid he doesn't want to go to college, and yet his parents keeps forcing him to go to college because they think he's just wasting his time as pursuing becoming as like an actor, and he wants to go to Hollywood and all that. That's an example, and so on. So, like I said, and that still go on to the first one. On stop overthinking, just get onto it. And honestly, my last tip for all the students out there is that if you really want something in life, ladies and gentlemen, go fucking chase that passion. Chase that shit. Be hungry. Be hungrier than before. Just chase it. No questions asked. Just go for it. Don't even ask your parents. Don't even ask your friends. Don't even ask no one. Just go for it. That's not their life. That's your life. That's your own happiness. Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember though that all the college students out there and high school students, that's your own happiness, not theirs. It's really simple. Now the next thing I want to close up is I also have some advice to the parents out there. So yeah, don't worry, I didn't forget you all of their parents out there 2020, right? So here goes. So I might get some hate comments in the comments below, or I might get some comments in the social media like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just some 28-year-old guy babbling about, ranting around, ranting around about life and all that, which I don't know jack shit and all that. Well, you know what? They are they're not even halfway right about that. They're right about that. They're right about one thing for sure is that I don't know how it feels like to be a parent. That's for sure. But that doesn't mean I don't know how their kids feel. Exactly. So honestly, this is probably my most important thing for all the parents out there for 2020. All right. First, please, for the love of God, stop being so insecure. Just stop it. Just stop it. I mean, when did insecurity become such a trend, or should I say, such a hype into this world? You know, I didn't realize that being insecure is probably one of the most popular things you can do now in social media. I didn't realize that because insecurity is not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it never ends very well. And you know, I guess the parents out there they're just being so insecure just because of what their coworkers or what their friends tell them about their kids. It's like you know, and then their own parents they start comparing to the other co-workers' children that they've accomplished better things than their own kids. Like, why the hell would you do that? You don't do that. You don't do that, parents. Please, like, please don't you fucking dare compare your own kids to other somebody else's kids. You don't do that, okay? Parents don't do that. All right, just don't. And here's another thing. Just because you're the parent of that kid or child, that doesn't mean you know exactly what's good for them, and you know exactly what they want in life, and you know exactly what they're passionate about. All right, I'm sorry, that's just the honest truth. And please try not to mix up a religion to this because yes, religion could be something about this. It doesn't matter what culture you came from. It doesn't matter what race. Doesn't matter what race, age, culture you come from. Please don't let no one tell you what to do in life. All right. If you wanna become an actor, go for it. You know. If you wanna be if you wanna be a rapper or a singer or a content creator like me, I'm an entrepreneur. I host my own podcast. Go for it. If you wanna be a streamer, go fucking for it. You know. The only one who's stopping you is yourself. Your own I don't know if it's insecurity. No. It's not insecurity. The only one that's stopping you is your own fear that you think you're gonna fail or you think you're gonna disappoint your parents. You know? Just stop it, you know? Like seriously, just stop it. And honestly, here's my last tip for every single parents out there. Please, for the love of God, start acting like a parent. Start acting like that's your own kin. That's your own child. That you actually care about your own children out there, okay? If you actually care about your own kids, you will not be that fucking insecure as hell and relying on your other coworkers' opinions about your own kids. Please, don't do that. And stop treating them like I said they're your fucking employees in your own little imaginary company, okay? Your job as a parent is not to judge them. Your job is not to judge, criticize, and make them feel bad because that's not what parents do. Okay, your job is you're supposed to nurture and you're supposed to guide them. All right, that is your goddamn job. It's simple as that. And yes, I'm not a parent, but you know what? I've been there, done that. My own parents they tried to steer me away from entrepreneurship. They tried so many times, and I keep telling them, you know what? I have zero business. And I mean, I have zero intention following whatever the hell you want me to do in life, okay? I have zero intention doing in medicine because that is not my passion. I have zero interest about that. Not that I don't want to try it, just that it never clicks me, you know? It's just a cultural thing. And I totally understand that. So if you disagree, hey, mazel tov. You do you. Good luck. Just let me know. Just let me know out there in the comments below if you're a parent if if your own insecurity actually sets your own your own child's future. Like, are they happy? Are they unhappy? Do let me know, because I don't think that ever worked in the history of that. I don't think not a single parent out there was ever able to successfully raise their own kids by forcing them to do what they don't want to do in life. Okay, you want to go to college? Go to college. You want to be a streamer? Go be a streamer. You want to be a rapper? Go ahead. You want to be a content creator? And so on. Like, there's so many choices out there. It's not just about this. But the point is, the point is, like I said before, you want something in life? Go fucking chase it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much the end of this episode of the first ever episode that's actually uploading on YouTube now. So as you guys can tell, and to be honest, I'm kind of like a little bit nervous, but you know what? It's okay. I'm learning. I'm gonna learn eventually about it. And look at that. It's not so bad. I did like almost a 20 minutes of recording of this. That's pretty bad. And I promise I'm gonna try the best of my ability to start upgrading my setup and all. Like for example, this background here. I know it's all white. It's boring. I'm gonna try like the best of my ability to get like a backdrop, or instead of like a whole webcam. Why don't I just go ahead and get like a screen record, do a screen record, and then it's still an episode, except it has the webcam panel on the left, on the top right side of this video, and it has like a quote and all that. So whatever you guys think is more appealing and looks nicer, please comment down below, and any suggestions and feedback will be amazing. And that's pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? Please do make sure follow us on our social medias on the links below. All of our links is going to be description below out there. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook at H Factory Podcast. And you can also follow my social medias as well at John Limdimas. I'm sorry. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And like I said, they're going to be in the description below and so on. And then basically the Hustle Factory Podcast Show, you can also listen it to different platforms as well, on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Stitcher. There's so much more. I'm pretty sure I'm live in more than 5 platforms for podcasting listening feeds and so on. And if you guys seen the intro of this video, wasn't that amazing? What do you guys think of it? You guys, that was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. And especially the music. Woo! The music, man. Oh my god. Is right on. Is right on, And anyways, and speaking of the music, yes, I do want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to that artist on that intro that was used. His name is Mack, and he's one of my followers, and I've actually interviewed him before. I don't know if you guys remember him, but you'll remember as soon as I put a social somewhere in that screen, hopefully. And I also want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to the person who did this intro clip for me on Fiverr. Hopefully I can find his name and I can give him a proper shout out on social media and so on. And ladies and gentlemen, other than that, this is the end of the third episode of the My Motivational Rant Series, the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. John Limdimas signing out. I will see you guys on the next episode.